you are literally cleansing density, shadow, stuck patterns out of your system, and you're creating space for your embodiment. You're creating space for your true energy and your light to be where they belong, because that is your birthright. This is who you are. As human beings, we are magnificent beings. I'm so excited about this time because a lot of us are tapping into all these ways that seem completely magical and supernatural, and we're like, it's real. Every single one of us has a purpose. Every single one of us can do the work of self-liberation and self-illumination. And very often in this work, ancestral patterns will surface. And maybe you are the one with whom a pattern ends that's been around for thousands of years. Hello and welcome. This is Claudia Sky. And in this video, I'm going to share how I have learned to bring a concept of the mind into an experience in the heart and into embodiment, where it literally changes me, the way I see myself, the world I operate, and therefore my experience reality, like for real. And I'm sharing that because that's what I'm hearing most now from the people I work with in my classes or in sessions, where they say, like, I get it all in my mind, I get it, but I don't know how to be it. I don't know how to let it be part of my life because I'm still in the same place. I'm still in a lot of pain, or there's just still the old going on. And I believe this is the time to move from the head to the heart, and even all the way down into our womb or into the place where we carry it into our life. So how do we do it? There are different ways to do it, of course. So I'll share the ones that have worked in my life and that I see work with clients. Number one is the process of inner alchemy, and maybe a little different than I've shared so far, because you can use it in different ways. So let me give you an example. For example, if you're somebody that has worked with forgiveness, but it still stays in your mind, you still think, yes, I want to forgive, I get how it's important, but I still have resentment, these thoughts are still looping, and this thing is like 30 years ago, or it's like, I don't even know it's real, I'm just hearing that, but it's, I'm hearing it somewhere on wherever you listen, and it's painful, and it has you captive, meaning you literally feel imprisoned by it because it takes so much of your energy. You can't get out of the mind around it. Your thoughts are spinning. How do you take something like forgiveness deeper? So however you work with forgiveness, I highly recommend the practice of Ho'oponopono. I will link a couple older videos. They're older, but they're still accurate. And I'll link also a book, the book by Ulrich Duprée, that I think is an excellent resource to getting to the deeper level of it. Like, why would you say the statements? I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, especially if you experience yourself as the victim. Okay, why would you say that? It makes sense. It's good to say it. It's powerful to say it. You're evoking laws in the universe with these statements, but your mind might resist when you don't understand the deeper level. So just know that. But so then, how do you still do it? And it goes all the way deep into your bones, where the charge, the trauma patterns, the neuropeptides that are keeping that pattern of resentment and non-forgiving, the blame and all that stuff in your system that has you be stuck in it. You feel the energy that arises as you do the practice. So instead of just saying it and staying up here, you make yourself feel it. And I know that can be hard if you are not versed in feeling your body, which is a thing. It's a reaction to trauma also. But it's a practice. So please, if you want to feel liberation, give yourself time for repetition. It does get easier, and definitely it's much easier in guidance in a sacred space that is held by somebody that's done this for a long time. So find somebody that does somatic work with me if it resonates. But those practices are life-changing. They're simple and laser sharp. They go right to the core. So you say, I'm forgiving this person. And because there's a part of you that doesn't want to, there's a part of you that is stuck in the victim space, that has that resentment, that part now is firing. And all you need to do is to feel it and accept it in your body, where you realize that's just the neuropeptides that are part of that. It's not true. It's the old story, and I have the wherewithal today and the courage and the stamina and the strength to sit through it one last time, so that I never have to think about it again, or if I do, I can sincerely bless it and be grateful, because it has made me into a stronger person that has more compassion, more wisdom, more real strength and courage, and just like who's overcome something that's hard. But every life lesson comes with the positive. It's up to us to find it. So feeling it, the feeling and the allowing, the accepting, helps us literally transcend it. You alchemize it out of your body, and now it is wisdom. That's how you take something from the head to the heart. Or let's talk about self-love. Everybody, I would think, agrees that self-love is a good thing, and not many people feel that way. I didn't used to feel that way. How do you practice self-love? For example, there are many ways, but I'll give you the example with the mirror practice. And if you already know that practice, you might not know it the way that you will hear it now, so stay tuned. So the mirror practice means you look yourself in the mirror. Nobody else is with you. The phone is turned off, and you're devoting perhaps 5 minutes to that practice. And you look especially from the left to the left, because that's where you connect with your soul. And you say, I love you. If that is too hard, if you literally cannot say it, you could say something to ease into it, like, I wish I loved myself. Or you find a way where you can say that in a way that is a challenge but doesn't make you throw up. Okay? Where you can stay with it and you speak it and you keep looking. And instead of just rotely saying it, where it does stay in the head, in order for it to make change or create a change, you need to feel it in your body. So where does it come up? Where is that self-sabotaging pattern that says, that's just a bunch of BS? You don't, because wherever that voice is, whatever it is saying, feel it, accept it, befriend it, allow it to be there, melt into it. You literally, it's like you consciously choosing to surrender into that place where the voice is speaking from. The nauseousness in your stomach, the tightness in your chest, the feeling you're choking in your throat, the pulsating in your head, whatever is happening for you, stay with it. Breathe with that. When you can do that, and I have other videos on Inner Alchemy, but when you learn to do this, you are literally cleansing density, shadow, stuck patterns out of your system, and you're creating space for your embodiment. You're creating space for your true energy and your light to be where they belong, because that is your birthright. This is who you are. As human beings, we are magnificent beings. I'm so excited about this time because a lot of us are tapping into all these ways that seem completely magical and supernatural, and we're like, it's real. So you open the door to these experiences. The more you show up, the more you honor the fact that you right now are in a body and you chose to be here on earth. I know a lot of us feel like we don't belong. It's so hard. Like, what is this? Well, we chose to be here at this time for a very good reason, because we can create the change within and become the change in the world. Every single one of us has a purpose. Every single one of us can do the work of self-liberation and self-illumination. When we work through the body, We can take these states of enlightenment, many and many more every day now are experiencing. First into the heart, where we allow our soul to be a part of that experience. I'll make a video on enlightenment, ensoulment, and embodiment, because I think it's time for us to understand that we need to bring it all the way home to embodiment, because that's where it's going to make the change in our environment, in our cities, in our families, in our workplace, in the world that we are yearning for. Be the change you want to see in the world. So, taking a concept to an experience, between that is the mind that says, no, not safe. Your mind is not interested in your personal growth and in your awakening and ascension. It's unknown. It's unknown territory. It's scary. It's unwanted. It will distract you, persuade you, will maybe even cause you to get sick. It will do what it can to tell you it's not good for you. Don't do it. You have to become stronger. You have to get greater than that. You have to be able to observe it and be like, not now. I'm kind of bored of that voice because that has me on that carousel and I'm getting off right now. I'm going to sit through this one. Another really powerful way that I found personally is contemplation. I used to meditate, and then when I started sitting in nature, it became more a contemplation. And so what's contemplation? It means you bringing a concept, something you do get with your mind, but you want to get it deeper. Or there's an intention that you're choosing to embody. How about something like, Creator, I'm choosing to not leave this planet without knowing myself. Assist me. And then you sit with that. You sit with that intention. You sit with the question. You sit with the concept, and you open yourself like it's a prayer. It's a surrendering. It will come often through nature. I mean, the things that come when we do this sacred practice of ceremony, of prayer, of sitting in nature, asking to receive. The head wide open, meaning we do not think we know the answer. We're not just wanting to increase our knowledge base by 5%. We're completely open to realizing we know nothing and we're deserving of everything. That's the posture. Like, help me return to oneness. Help me know it in my bones. And very often in this work, ancestral patterns will surface. And maybe you are the one with whom a pattern ends that's been around for thousands of years, because you can sit through that. In all what I shared in the forgiveness, the self-love, the contemplation, whatever you notice is a trigger. Don't just say and sort of bypass it with your mind and with your spiritual understanding, like, oh yeah, that's I understand that's coming because of this. Take it all the way home. Feel the emotions, feel the sensations, be grounded, give it time, sit with it for 20 minutes, for an hour, especially if it's something profound, something that's been blocking you your whole life, something that's really taking a big part of your energy. Sit with it. Sit with it. You won't understand how incredibly freedom-making this is, how it's gonna change you and your entire life experience, until you've sat with these things long enough that you're like, I'll do that every single day. I do that every single day, and I have a very full life. And I do it because of what it gives me. That is my 5 cents on the subject. So again, take a thought into allowing yourself to feel your emotion. Don't judge it. Science has shown that if we don't resist an emotion, it takes less than 90 seconds to run its course, meaning the brain, the whole body is creating neuropeptides, you're feeling things, you're feeling that surge, and you don't respond. You just breathe with it. You feel it now as a sensation moving through you. If you can do that, it goes through the pathways of elimination, and the next day it's going to be completely gone out of your system. That can be a pattern that has been with you for 70 years. I've had clients that are quite elderly, and they're saying, I don't want to die with this. Can you help me release this story? I don't want to take it with me. And the answer is yes. It doesn't matter how horrible it's been. It doesn't matter how long it's been there. It doesn't matter how true it seems. If it is painful, let it go. It's like you wanting to ascend to a place where life feels better, where natural bliss is your daily experience, where joy just comes through you because that's what you're resonating with. You do that, you raise in vibration by dropping these sandbags, the heaviness, the baggage that keeps you down. And that is one way in which you can do it. I love this way because once you learn it, once your system has accepted it and you just do it, it's completely free. You can do it at any time. Nobody even notices you doing it. You can do it when you sit in a bus. You can do it while you're having a discussion. You can do it before you go to sleep. You can do it when it matters. And it matters pretty much every day because our rich world of polarity Earth School is full of content and opportunities to grow, to expand because of that duality. And it is in our choice of oneness in that duality that we are flipping what's going on, that we are truly alchemizing the pain and the history of this world, which is quite dark, into light, into the sun that's coming out right now. This is what's happening. And if you are at all sensitive to energies, you will have celebrated with me and many what's happening right now, because these frequencies that we're in make everything so much more available. It's so much easier right now to co-create or manifest. It's so much easier to heal. What I see in my sessions, what used to take weeks or months happens in an hour. It's so fantastic. And so the more you open to that, the more you claim that is your time, the more you decide that you can because you chose to be here at this time, the more you open into these possibilities and you will co-create the experience of deep soul level healing and embodiment of what you already know and believe to be true. And in this way, you become the change that you wish to see in the world. Thank you for watching.